Hey everybody, this is your girl, toi.nichelle, back again with another motivational tidbit. Okay, so today we're going to talk about balance. I've probably talked about this before, but I think it's always necessary to talk about balance because I find myself recreating what balance looks like for me. And so maybe this will help somebody else out there. If you work a 9 to 5 job, or you have many side hustles. Maybe you're in school and you're starting a business. So, like me, I'm in all three. I work a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And then I also am a full time graduate student. And so, in my final year of grad school, woo woo. And then also, I am starting up my business again, like groundwork. I'm doing a lot of groundwork in my publishing company. And so I have a lot on my plate right now. And I just wanted to talk briefly with you guys about how I'm balancing it all. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel because I do vlog and I do show you guys a little bit of my routine, what I do on the weekend, what I do during the week, and how what that looks like for me. Although I'm still defining that. Um, but yeah, so let's talk about balancing it. So this morning I got up and I at 4:30 I got dressed, got myself together, went in the kitchen, made breakfast, got my breakfast together, right? And then after I got my breakfast together, I got Coco, my dog's breakfast together. We ate. I sat at the computer. I logged into my graduate program, and I went ahead and responded to some different posts that I need to respond to. Not only are they deemed credit in the class in order for you to get the credit for the week, but it's also necessary that when you are going through your school programs that you engage yourself, especially if it's reverted to being online, you engage yourself so that you can understand better what the class is about and the material and your peers from a distance, their perspectives. And so I went ahead and responded to, I believe, two or three posts. And after I did the responses on those, I just briefly went through my assignments, checked to make sure I was caught up for the week. Because today's Friday, before we go into the weekend, and make sure that there's nothing urgent that I have to do, that there wasn't any notifications from the professor or the TAs or anything that I missed from yesterday. After I did that, I logged into my emails and began to check business emails and began to just see, you know, what business emails I have, the contracts and agreements that were signed from my editor, my graphic design artist. I had a media kit that I just finished designing and everything, and I was going back and forth through revisions with the graphic designer, and so we got that all squared away and everything. And so I do all of this in the morning after I get dressed and eat breakfast before I leave for work. And I leave for work by 6 a.m. every morning. And so that's what balance looks like for me right now, currently in the morning, especially since I am a full time graduate student, right? And so just carving out those times that works best for you is going to really be beneficial, and it's not going to look the same for everyone. So for me, I work really well in the morning time. I'm not usually a morning person. Like, I like to give my body some time to rest and sleep in during the weekend for like an hour or two. Get up by 7, 8 o'clock instead of 4:35. But I do work really well in the morning when everybody is still asleep. I can get a lot done before 10 a.m. But that's not always the case during the week, during Monday through Friday when I actually work a 9 to 5 job. That's not always the case. So I have to really balance that out and utilize my time in the morning. Now, prior to all of this balancing, my alarm, I will jump up like 5, snooze it, and won't get up until 5:15, and then I'm rushing and I'm trying to get dressed and trying to eat something, and before I do that, I have to head out the door. And I'm rushing to get to work, and that didn't work out for me, but I did it for a very, 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 very long time, for years. I did that for years until I began to really define my mornings and command my mornings. Okay, thank you, Dr. Cindy Trim. Command your morning, right? And so when I started to do that and started to say, hey, I can find time in the morning, it's funny because it's not that much time. I only have an hour window to get done what I need to get done after I get dressed. But it seems like a lot of time, and I can go back and forth between my assignments and business and just really check in on all of it. And then I'm headed out the door for my 45-minute to an hour commute to work, to my 9 to 5. And so when you are considering balancing, you have to really put what works for you into perspective. Some of you guys may have children. Some of you guys may work better at night. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of work or I respond to emails or whatever on my lunch break or on my break, depending on how urgent it is and if it's necessary or if it's something that's on my mind and I need to send a quick email. I'll do that. And then my weekends are the times that I could just fully engage in schoolwork and business work, and that's what's been working for me. You do want to balance relationships and friendships out with it, but the beginning of the year is always been hectic for me. The end of the year and the beginning of the year, although I give myself a little bit more time at the end of the year to experience, you know what I mean, a lot of activities with friends and family and whatever. But in the beginning of the year, like that first month, January, February, it's always a little bit shaky for me because I have a lot going on and a lot that is due and applications and bills and just a lot, meetings or whatever. And so my balance is my balance. It's not going to work the same for everyone, but it can kind of put things into perspective for you that you have to really carve out the necessary time that works better for your schedule. You have to carve that time out and you have to make it work. Was it difficult getting up at 4:30 a.m. or sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning in the beginning? Yeah, it was. It was very difficult. I was like rolling out of bed like, oh my God. Oh my God, I just need 30 more minutes of sleep. But after doing it for so long now, I've been doing it for about a couple of years now. So after I've been doing it for so long now, it becomes routine and you're not as tired or stressful. So I don't usually crash, with my energy until towards the end of my 9 to 5 shift. So towards 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, when I come back from lunch and everything, that's when I'm like, I'm tired now. But such is life. When I get home and get off of work, I'll spend time with my dog and then take her for a walk. And then I'm back on the computer to do any schoolwork or any business or whatever. And I'm shutting it down I'm in the shower by 9. I'm shutting it down and in that bed between 9:30 and 10 o'clock so I can at least get a good 7 hours of sleep. So that is my balancing act right now. And like I said, I know that it may look different for everybody else, but you have to really consider what is best for you. You have to map out that time and say, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to get that done. This is the time. This is the only smidget of time that I have that I can get this done. So I'm going to utilize it to the best of my ability. And you'll begin to notice if you do it more and more and more, it's going to add up and you're going to look back and say, dang, I got a lot done and I really utilized that time. And so I encourage you guys to really carve out that time and to just really pay attention to your schedule and what you really do, what's important, what's not important, what can you cut out of your schedule that doesn't serve your purpose, and what can you keep in your schedule. And so or add to your schedule. And so that's it for me today. This is the motivational tidbit of business building. How do you balance when you have so much going on and you're trying to build your business? This is it for me right now. It may look a little bit different after this year is done, going into 2023 for me, because I would have already graduated from my graduate program, and so I wouldn't have to worry about that aspect of it anymore. So I'll update it when that time comes. But for now, I hope you guys enjoyed my little tidbits and my routine of what I do and what works for me, and how you can apply some things or nothing at all to your own routine, but develop what's necessary for you. Okay, that is my motivational tidbit. I'm glad you guys stopped by my channel. Please subscribe, comment, share, like, do all those wonderful things. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.